Hello and welcome. I'm Gitanjali Hemp. I'm the founder of Syntara System, and I'm here today to invite you in to welcome those of you who feel called, those of you who know that we are going through this amazing transformational time right now, that we're in the midst of a great turning and evolution as a culture, as a species, as a planet. And those of you who want to step in and step up and step forward and embody and awaken and express things that are of service to the collective good during this transitional phase in time. Syntara System is a deeply evolutionary, integrative, emergent, innovative, energetic model. It's a model for healing, it's a model for sustainability, it's a model for innovation. And it's a living organic system. So it's not a system of protocols, it's a system of maps and a system of practices and a system of understanding and direct transmission and connection. So Syntara System has countless implementations and applications. Many people who come in for personal benefit, for receiving the benefits of the practice, to deepen in their sense of awakening, of integration, of embodiment, and of expression. And many people come in, it's a professional level training, so many people come in to work with this professionally, but there's many different applications of how one could use this work professionally. Many of the people who do come in are practitioners who are therapists and yoga teachers and acupuncturists and nurses and chiropractors who've come in and integrated these models, and as a standalone healing model have used this work one-on-one in session work with people. But many people who are in this program and training use this work in a diverse array of applications. So we've had teachers, we've had architects and designers, we have had social innovators, we've had people who work in finance, we've had people who are project managers in corporate settings, we've had people who are engineers and developers of tech in the tech industry. We've had all types of people. We've had teachers, and many of the people who come in and use this work don't end up using it only on the individual level, but also actually develop curriculums as an interface and intersection between this model and understanding within the sector that they're working in. So let me explain this a little bit better. Syntara System is a system of maps, transmissions, models that allows a language and a direct access and invitation to explore what it really means to be human. In our culture and in our understanding, there's kind of this limited range of what it means to be human, and we kind of live within that range, and all of our institutions and organizations and systems and structures are born out of and occur and express through that limited understanding of what our humanity is and what it means. And so Syntara System offers us this whole vast context and depth of understanding of the fullness of what it means to be human. And as we allow that to be born and alive through us, when we go into our organizations, our institutions, and the diverse sectors of our society and reality, we begin to be able to innovate new understandings, new systems, new solutions, new ways of being that include and speak to all of what it means for us to be human. And this begins to really transform our world. It begins to put us in a different context with our environment, with each other, amongst different cultures and different relational realities. So Syntara System really has the capacity to help us have a system and understanding of how we can innovate new systems in society as well as within ourselves. So the way the programs run is that it takes place over the course of 2 years. And the reason for that is because 2 years gives us a tremendous amount of time and opportunity to really integrate, embody, and make this system have meaning and application and implementation of our own. So it's not somebody else's model and system kind of coming in to you, but it's this organic integration and development of who you are that comes out and blossoms and blooms through the system. So not in spite of it, but through it and because of it, you get to blossom more fully in the inherent truth of who you are at an essence level in actual, tangible, and real world applicable ways. So during these 2 years, we meet 8 times for 4 days at a time in a cohort and group setting. And so these 4 days are these immensely rich, transformational, immersive retreats. And they happen in this group context. And part of the beauty of why we do these trainings in this group context is because there's a richness in the learning field when there's a diverse group of people who come together. So diversity of application, diversity of life experience, diversity of culture, socioeconomic backgrounds. When there's this diversity, there's this richness that happens that enriches the learning field for everyone. And so there's something tremendous and beneficial and beautiful about that in and of itself, and the group learning field and container. And we learn a lot about the energies of group dynamics within the context of this training. But it's also run as an apprenticeship. And what that means is that Syntara System really is this living system. And so it's run as an apprenticeship because the way each person is going to integrate and embody and apply this wisdom, how it's going to speak to them and transform and move through them, is going to be unique and distinct. And so through the course of the 2 years, you'll move also in these small cohort groups where your individual needs and questions will be met. And you'll also have plenty of one-on-one session time and coaching calls. So there'll be a way that we will make sure that this curriculum creates real benefit and change and applicable, integrated, embodied new realities, expressions, and experiences for you in a really unique and distinct way. So it's a rich and wonderful training. It's a wonderful model. You can go down lower on the page and read more about it. You can also read people's personal accounts and testimonials. And if you're really curious, I can probably set you up with people who have gone through the training and they would love to speak to you about what's possible and what happened for them. There's also a place to sign up for a 15-minute free exploratory call. And there's also, if you're really ready, you know you're all in, you feel called, you feel ready to dive right in, at the very bottom of the page there is an application that you can fill out. I really look forward to hearing from you, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to me now. Blessings.